Welcome to our next adventure. We are in, what are we in? We still in Nevada? We're in Nevada right now, I think. We'll be in Arizona and Utah. Right now we're in the Valley of Fire. We're near the Fire Wave. Just taking in some sights here. We just flew in this morning, got a bite to eat, and just drove up this direction. Making our way, we're staying in Kanab for a few days, and then heading to Zion and Bryce and North Rim of Grand Canyon and all kinds of fun stuff. So I thought we would try to take you along for this Western adventure. Now for the next phase of our adventure, we are in Zion, heading up toward Angel's Landing. We have a group, I think 6 of the 9 of us will be able to go out based on the permit. Just beautiful out this morning, a little crisp actually this morning, a little chilly, in the 50s I would say, somewhere thereabouts. But we're going to hit Angel's Landing up here behind me, and then I believe probably Emerald Pools after that, but we haven't decided 100% yet. But glad to be here. So we made it to the famous or infamous Walter's Wiggles. You can see it going on up that way. That tree kind of blocks it a bit. There's a little better shot of the one up there. You can see all the people. So we made it up to Scouts Lookout. You can just see around here. Hopefully Sharon and Laura are able to make it up here. Mickey has decided to forego the Angel's Landing portion. We're going to hang back and wait on Sharon and Laura. So we're going to go on out, I guess. Go ahead, Josh. I'll come right. So we're up here to the top of Angel's Landing. You see Brian and Leslie up there. Josh and Stacy are behind me. See the road down there at the bottom. Drop off. Some amazing views. All right, we're making our way back down. This will probably be the more sketchy part of the hike. Well, we're finishing up. the Angels Landing Scouts Lookout hike. Try not to drop my phone into the river. Pretty crowded today. We're gonna go back and grab some lunch and then decide what our game plan is from there. But all in all, went very well. Sharon made it up to the Scouts Lookout like a boss. We're almost back to pick up the shuttle to go back and grab some lunch. Well, we made it back to the house. For this particular trip, we're staying in Kanab. This is a 4-bedroom place that we're staying in on this trip. You can see kind of the mountains back in there behind us. We decided after we finished Angels Landing and got something to eat with the heat and whatnot, we were kind of tired, so we just worked our way back. We've been kind of chillaxing this afternoon. Tomorrow, the plan is the subway. Ought to be a little chilly in the morning. Sounds like there'll be a good bit of waiting. So I'm kind of excited and a little curious about how that's going to go. But really looking forward to it, and we'll start out early again tomorrow morning. Try to make sure we get everything done and back before anything crazy happens. I think Sharon and Laura are going to hang back tomorrow, and they're going to cook us some enchiladas for tomorrow evening. That's one of Sharon's requested dishes for about each one of these trips. So that'll do it for today. We'll see how things go tomorrow. All right, next day, we are here at the Left Fork Trailhead in Zion for the subway hike. So I picked up the permit yesterday. Easton is excited. Are you excited, Easton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's excited. So we're gonna hike this. This will be labeled as difficult. So we'll hike down and then basically up the wash of the Left Fork of the Virgin River, I believe. It's supposed to be some beautiful views, probably get some wet feet. But we'll see how things go. They said allow 6 to 10 hours for this roughly 9-mile hike. So we shall see. So the first part of this trail, kind of up on this kind of tree covered, kind of a mesa. We're not super high, but you can see the views there in front of us. Making our way toward the riverbed or creek bed. You can kind of see up the valley there. I don't know if that's I believe that's probably our direction of travel. We shall see. So we got our first views of the river down there at the bottom, so we will be making our way down there, I'm assuming. You can kind of see what looks like a trail on down here. So we're getting ready to do a good bit of dropping and then hike up along that way until it's time to turn around and make our way back. We've almost made it to the creek, and we were way up there. We are trying not to think about the climb back out when we're done. There is a little sign here. It says it's going toward the trailhead. Don't know how you'd see that from the creek, but we'll continue to work our way down. Looks like there might be another sign down here. From everything we've heard, it's the tricky part and how people get lost is primarily on their way back out, missing the sign that takes you back up to the trailhead. So we'll try to really pay attention as to what's going on and not miss that. Plus, we've downloaded the maps ahead of time on, you could use Gaia or OnX or any of those. So as we get down closer, we'll use that as well. So far, we're just less than 2 miles in. Kind of zigzagged across the creek multiple times, and it's been beautiful. I think overall we probably could have, for the most part, kept our feet dry thus far by rock hopping. We've been following along the trail along the edge. We've seen 0 other people, which is really nice today. Not sure you can hear me for the wind. I'll try to block it. But you can see these pools, and all these are pretty deep, probably waist deep or more. We're still working our way up in here through the subway park. This is amazing. Makes you forget about all that hard hiking you did to get here. So I do think we have reached the end of what we can hike, unless we really want to go swimming. Pretty deep right here, I would say almost over my head. And you can see the canyon back in through there. Again, hopefully you can hear me for the wind noise. Look back the other direction. That water is fairly deep. Well, we finished lunch. This was our spot, kind of right here on these rocks. See the subway, hopefully, back up there behind me. We decided that we are going to worry less about trying to rock hop on the way down and more about just going the path of least resistance. It is possible to keep your feet dry. We passed a couple of people that their feet were completely dry, and then others really just didn't care. So it really just kind of depends on your preference. Waterproof socks, what Brian used. I've got some water shoes from Zero Shoes that have served me pretty well. But if your feet do get sore pretty easy, maybe even wearing boots that are or something that has a little bit more support. Most of these really don't. But this has been fantastic. We're not looking forward to the last little climb out the top, but sometimes you got to do those things to get these awesome views. Continuing to make our way back. Actually, it looks like there's maybe some clouds in the sky upstream there a little bit. We're almost to where we head up over the hill. That's kind of a general view of the hill there behind us. We are not looking forward to that. We will load up on gummy bears and whatever kind of instant sugar we can on the way back. Haven't filmed much on the way back. We've worried less about following the trail exactly and just tried to make our way back as quickly as we could, following the path of least resistance, and it's really worked out pretty well for us. We've definitely made much better time. So sorry for the wind noise. We'll head up over the hill here in a minute. Well, it was definitely a tough climb out that section, although maybe it wasn't quite as bad as I'd built it up to be in my head. As you can see down that valley, we were way up, followed the creek all the way up into where it gets tight, way up in there. So we are just kind of pretty much flat section back to the van at this point. Everybody's excited for enchiladas this evening. That's been our motivation to get up the hill. So Sharon, Laura, thank you for cooking for us this evening. And we are looking forward to enchiladas. It's definitely been our motivation. Maybe some chocolate chip cookies too. But making our way back to the van now. Not too much left. Another day, another adventure. Today we are at the Grand Canyon. Right now we're up near the North Rim Visitor Center. We're heading out the Bright Angel Overlook, and I'm going to take in a few of the overlooks here, make our way up to the North Kaibab Trail, maybe do a little bit of hiking there, and then make our way up, I think it's called Cape Royal is the name of the road, out to several different overlooks there, grab some lunch. So just more of a leisurely day today, but taking in the views and looking forward to the adventure. What, because you're looking at me?
love it?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Isn't that great? Where's the kids from?
Oh yeah.
I thought they.
Oh, they're down here.
Oh, you see them? Oh, there they are. That's your backpack.
After leaving the North Rim, we are making our way out toward Cape Royal, taking in some of the sights along the way. This is, I believe it was Vista Encantada. You can see Angel's Window over there across the way. We'll hike out there in a minute and continue out to Cape Royal. We're heading out on top of Angel's Window. See, maybe the Colorado River way down there in the distance. Another overlook just down from Cape Royal. See Cape Royal here in the shot here in just a second. This is another spectacular view. Get up there. That's actually part of our crew up there. Josh and Leslie, Brian, Laura and Mickey. They're on Cape Royal now. Sharon, you gonna sing with him? It's got a book.
Oh, we'll sing.
Don't know the reason I'm hiking this season. The lottery gave the first one I didn't choose. But it's a real doozy, a backcountry beauty. How I'll do this route, I haven't a clue. Hiking away again in Grand Canyon, searching for my electrolyte.
Pass the salt! Pass the salt! Pass the salt!
Some people claim that there's a ranger to blame, but I know it's my own darn fault.
This is our last hike of our Grand Canyon trip. We are out at Point Imperial. So we basically hit the North Rim and the trails that were available right there around the visitor center, and then drove out this road toward Angel's Windows and Point Imperial and Cape Royal and others. This has really been kind of some leisurely walks and some amazing views nonetheless. Definitely been worth the drive. It was about an hour and a half from Kanab, where we're staying. It's been really a nice, really relatively relaxing late morning, early afternoon kind of a trip. That'll do it for our day at the Grand Canyon. We're heading back to Kanab now. Planning on some burgers and brats on the grill. And then Bryce tomorrow. So stay tuned.